both platforms, post notification. A good morning, everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Well, actually, it's not quite morning where I'm at, just barely missed it by about 30 minutes. But, it's just the intro that I'm used to, because I usually start streaming a bit earlier than I did today. Yeah. We love having sleep issues in life. But regardless of wherever you are in the world, I hope you all are having a wonderful day today, and I am sure having a day at the very least. Tasting new builds? Yes! We've got a few things to be looking at today, and of course I still have to grind out some things. Namely, when it comes to the new wedges, I still have quite a number of them. But I am actually pretty interested in seeing how Suyi's weapon performs as a weapon, because it does have a pretty unique shot profile from what I saw. And it also has some really nice base stats at the very least. BRB, gonna watch your latest video first? I appreciate it, man. Okay, I should probably post the video link in the stream on Twitch. And pin that. Let me do that. So I'm not a big stupid dum-dum. Alright, and why can't I... Where's my mod view on my Twitch tab? Let me refresh the page. Okay, there we go. Why did I not have mod view for some reason? C's SIG weapon doesn't do much, but it's fun to use. Ah. That's a shame. I took it. I hacked. What? You hacked my mod view? DNA has been given like a couple of pretty sizable patches in the past couple of days. I don't really know what got changed. They didn't really, or they haven't posted like fixes and stuff. I imagine it's performance related, and they're probably patching up the animation issues in the story. I haven't tested Suyi yet today. I don't know if anybody is able to confirm or deny if her, well, ghost hits have been fixed yet. I could probably go ahead and check that right now. You know, it could be a pretty fun thing to do. Just log in after every patch, just try or check and see if Suyi has gotten fixed yet. Can you try the build that I shared in Discord? Yeah, I could try that. First, let's see. Is Suyi still broken? Alright. 3, and... Okay, I think that one might have missed. Okay, no. Yeah, she's still broken. Alright. Splendid. I haven't tried Story yet. Super busy. Was it good? Oh, Story is great. I probably rate it at like 7 or 8 out of 10, probably. I'm not like a confident 8, but I'm sure it's at least a 7. Yep, fun ghost slashes. Alright. Well, let me put together all the track shifts that this weapon's gonna need. Probably don't need double celerity, especially because if I'm using on a weapon scaler, that's not really gonna matter. Alright, impetus focus as well, that's gonna be pretty necessary. Rage Trample, probably? Let me just, see the P again. So you had Focus Coercion, Fold Over Dexterity, Impetus Focus, Celerity Quiver, Rage Converge, Celerity, and Fold Over. Yeah. Wait, why would you run Crusher Quiver? Crusher Quiver, that's not really going to be that useful. Because you're only getting 5 bullets and you're losing out on significantly more crit. Probably be another Rage for the final slot. At least if we're trying to damage max as much as we possibly can. I'll run Outsider because he's my favorite to run weapon tests on because he gets all set up really fast. And he can also make use of Alpide's Bound. Alright. 789 Sedge. Ooh. I'd like to report a missing thing. Water hair is lost. Yeah, I had to get rid of it. It was making my chair wet and it was really uncomfortable. Okay, how many projectiles does this thing fire? I mean, I know I equipped a lot of foldovers, so it's got even more projectiles. So let me de-equip the foldovers. So it's only got 1 multi-shot, so it fires 3 projectiles, and do they home? Let me see. Okay, they do home. I think. I think there's an activation distance for the homing. Oh, it's got a explosion radius. Okay. So that's pretty neat. Is the explosion radius, or does it increase? Oh, it does. Okay. So that is pretty good then. Meaning that you can get some AoE out of it. But it shoots 3 projectiles natty, and it's got a damage profile of 21, so each projectile... Actually, doesn't... How many damage numbers do we see, actually? Let me check that out as well. Okay, so it is just 3 damage numbers. So it's not like there's double impacts or anything like that. Alright. Oh, the bullet follows your cursor? Oh! Okay. That's pretty neat. I was currently locked in. Yeah, I was locked in a bit there. Alright, well, let's take this against a level 180 enemy. Let's do a single target test first. Alright. I probably should de-equip Fina's. So, the wide berth of its shooting can definitely get in the way in more tight areas. So it should do that level 180 guy pretty quickly. Let's do an AoE test, because it's got the explosive radius, obviously. Oh. The enemies are kind of just getting tossed around by Truffle. Okay, the explosive, the AoE of the explosive radius doesn't seem to be that strong. It seems okay for a weapon thus far. I think Trigon would probably be better for like a semi-AoE weapon. It's pretty fun, at the very least. Yeah, unfortunately the projectile lifespan's not too big. No, because if it did have a higher projectile lifespan, you could just like shoot them all in the air and then like have it all fly down like that. But unfortunately, a lot of them are going to despawn. Okay. Well, don't know what else there's, or what else crazy stuff could have been implemented or unlocked this update. I do know that Guishu Ratchet got put into coverts, or covert shop, which means that we are going to be getting a lot more weapon sets for it, though its base multiply, or its base damage wasn't really crazy to begin with, so I'm not really anticipating it becoming a suddenly super meta option. Did I see the Ratchet power creep? Yes, I did see the Ratchet power creep. And I kinda can't wait for it, honestly. Yeah, that's right, I didn't upgrade my Yale and Oliver yet. Should probably do that at the very least, just so I can get the XP from him, and also getting the trait so that I can send him on expeditions in the map, because he has a pretty useful one if I remember. OG Yale, Ultimate Children guy. Oh hell nah. Those actions this guy's gonna get is M plus L on the map. Alright, let's forge a bunch of these. And damn. Give me that pull. Yep. This is prime Yell gameplay right here. Oh, is there... I guess there aren't really that many, or any, expeditions that I need to send them on that are actually open. That's one of the annoying things about a new area, is that the expeditions aren't unlocked there, and you have to do that all. Though I should probably check and see if Genomons didn't reset, because there is still that shiny Mr. Goodnight that I saw yesterday, and if he's still there, I want him. No. So map Hajong, and I believe he was around this area. Genomon reset should be tomorrow. Okay. Well, I guess that means I have at least one more shot at that shiny Mr. Goodnight. Yes, here he is! Alright. Can I get him? Come on. Come on. Yes! Finally! That was the last shiny Genomon that was missing. Well, now I just need additional copies. Pararabbit and Mr. Goodnight. Do you have the community map for Genimon yet? I don't believe I do. But yeah, now it's just the new Genimon that I have to collect, which I assume is going to be a legendary rarity. Wait, there's 2 Genimon that I don't have? What? There should only be 1 though. Because they've got all the purple ones. Purple Genimons and all the blue Genimons. And I've got all variants of the gold Genimon. I've got all the Battle Pass Genimon. They did only add 1 new Genimon this update, right? Posted in DC, pinned. Okay. I see. Alright. Well, I got some more Pararabbit spawns and Mr. Goodnight spawns at least. And people got more Buxy spawns. So, I guess I should... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I got all the Genimon spots here already and there wasn't the Pararabbit. There might be some more Genimon in this northern part that I don't have yet. Don't have this somehow. Gotta say, they absolutely killed it with the new environment. Good morning, y'all. How's the new update? The story and region are great. The Genimon the Genimon new Genimon stuff is also great. However, I have some major gripes when it comes to Su-Yi and the new Lumino wedges, as well as the level cap update to the theater. I'd say it's very mixed right now. Did I just get veteran like that? Okay. Let's see, where's this thing? Alright. Zero hesitation. Streamer luck. Honestly. Lumino should not have gotten wings inspo. Well, the thing is, it should have. All the other elements have gotten wings inspos. Like, Lumino totally should have followed suit. The issue is with the wings inspos for Lumino is that they just decided to be weird with them. Are there new eggs in the new area? I haven't seen any eggs yet. They should have gone a new Wedge, Spectrum Eternity, Morale Focus. New Cubs? I mean, frankly, I feel like the Winspos, like, as a whole, were a pretty big mistake. But the thing is, like, now that they've, like, committed to it all, is just now it's just something that has to be done for every single element. I keep losing. You're not losing, you just haven't won yet. Well, I guess I just now get the awesome boxy stuff. I wonder if that means that I don't have to actually worry about my drop range at all anymore, because I've got that, and there's the +6, so I think I have 50 drop range regardless. Or more than 50? It might be like 51 or so. So I think that means that I literally just don't have to move at all when I enter a commission anymore. At least when it comes to picking up stuff. Well. They have entrenched the design mistake into the game. With the Winspells, yeah. I wonder if it would be preferable to use an auto-activate Genimon with a 100-meter vacuum instead of just upgrading Boxy. Well, the thing is, you'd want to upgrade Boxy with Veteran anyway, because that gives you the drop rate boost as well. Because the thing is, if you do the auto-activate with the 100-meter vacuum, that's 2 slots dedicated to something that you would literally just get the pickup range with Veteran and Gluttonous. And Gluttonous may not even be necessary with Veteran involved. Because I don't really think that enemies are going to be spawning, or the drops that, like, that far of the edge are going to be that plentiful anyway. Especially if you do actually sit yourself down in a good spot. But yeah, I guess I just literally don't have to move anymore. I gotta say, it is definitely like the most... I seriously don't understand why it keeps happening that whenever I'm like upset about something, regarding the games I play, it's just like, okay, here's something really awesome and good and cool. Just like, be lucky. It's like, why? Why did you do this to me? Now I look like an ass. Because I want to still be mad, and you just gave me, like, I don't know, an ice cream sundae. Hello, Human. I just watched your video. What'd you think? I am curious to see what the general consensus is going to be. I know, obviously, anything that's going to be more negative is likely going to be controversial regardless. But I do wonder how everyone's gonna... I am expecting at least like a little bit of some toxic positivity to crop up from this patch. And I really do want to make sure that that gets stamped out as soon as possible. Because the last thing that we need right now in the DNA community is for some toxic positivity to take root. Good morning, afternoon, morning, wherever, or afternoon, morning, Austin Taylor. Hope you're doing well. And also, hello, Naruto. I don't think I said hi to you when you showed up. How's the story quest? Oh, the story quest is great. I had a blast playing it. I had a big old smile on my face when it all wrapped up, and it was full of all the heavy-hitting parts that I fell in love with the DNA 1.0 story. I woke up to wake up because I wake up that effing day. Remember that? Okay, acknowledged. Committing it to memory. I wonder how many grain manuals I'm gonna have to use in order to get all these centerpiece wedges. I know it's like probably one of the worst things to do to be spending green manuals on expulsions. The thing is, I've already done so many of the other farms that, and I have so many green manuals that it just doesn't even really matter at this point. I can I can even spend green manuals on normal commissions at this point, I'm pretty sure.
戦い続けないと。終わっちゃった。次の任務も私に任せて。あなたは戦果を上げられるし、私も時間を潰せるから一挙両得だわ。
I haven't really played DNA for a while. I've been relying on your vids for news and changes. Alright. Yep. I will say this is definitely the first update where I feel like they've made some pretty serious fumbles. At least, like, design-wise. 1.1 and 1.2, I feel like there wasn't really much of an opportunity for them to have some real F-ups. And the Weapon Wedge release for 1.2 was really, really good. The only real bad parts about 1.1 and 1.2 was just simply the fact that they both released some useless melee weapons. And 1.3 also has a completely useless melee weapon, though arguably less useless, because you could say that it actually has some level of a niche. It's just a niche that nobody would ever want or need. Beyond that, they fumbled the wedges and the character release. At least the first character. Camilla could be really, really good, but Stu Yi being in the state that she's in right now, it's just unacceptable. You feeling better? Marginally so. I didn't really get a lot of sleep, but, I mean, that's the usual at this point. I have over 1,000 green manuals, I just use them on everything now. Yeah. I was really, really hardlined on only using green manuals on, what's it called? On, like, defense wedge grind, but I already have basically every single Covenanter that I'm gonna need for the near future. I'm gonna have to grind out about, like, one more plus 10 Lumino, so that I can have 5 plus 10s, because I'll need that for Kesho, because Kesho's not gonna be running a Winspo. So there's that. Speaking of melee weapons, where are the new wedges at? We got the ranged weapon ones. They just didn't want to release them this update, or they didn't have them finished. I don't really know what else to say. I was fully expecting them to be releasing them this update, but I don't know. Maybe wedge releases like that are going to be an every other update deal. I mean, I would honestly rather them release half of the melee wedges and then half of the other, rather than just doing them in one massive batch. But, I mean, if we assume the worst intentions, they would have intentionally not released the new melee wedges in order to put Kejo at more of a disadvantage in comparison to Suyi for Summit. Which, I mean, at this stage of the game, I don't really understand why that would even really be the case. Because people are just going to be able to grind for Suyi before Summit comes out anyway, and before Apex Rankings. When it comes to the weekly bosses, so it's not even really crazy. Do you think the Resolve build is still the best for Kejo? Almost definitely. Because the thing is, if you run a morale build on Kejo, you are essentially losing an entire support. Because that was one of the main advantages, was that he was actually getting a real support character, rather than running Fushu or just any random Electro character for morale. And nothing else. And that still hasn't changed. Of course, there is still the consideration in terms of Summit, where you'll have to deal damage as fast as possible, and you don't really have an opportunity to ramp up your resolve stacks before, well, not stacks. You don't have an opportunity to ramp up your resolve before entering, which ultimately could be the main determining factor, because it would take about, I think, 7 or 8 seconds before he fully scales his resolve. But I think he would, I'd have to do the actual like threshold calculations for the HP and how much time it would take and how much more DPS you'd be able to obtain from getting the morale earlier or having the resolve being higher later. What's a new map and already had 5 failed Genimon captures? Gee. How do I enable HP join on Kejo? You have to equip Decay on your ranged weapon and then hit enemies with your ranged weapon. That's currently the only way to go about it. I will have to do the recalculations to see if that missing wedge on the ranged weapon combined with like the increases to morale would be enough to close that gap between the morale and resolve builds. But I don't imagine that it's going to be easy for it to. Because I'm pretty sure it was like a solid 30% total multiplier increase running resolve over morale. Just give him the candy. Gmon will definitely get in your van then. Yeah. Actually thinking about crafting a bunch of blue Genimon treats so that I can just get guaranteed on the greens. Because I'm gonna have to farm a lot of greens. Though of course I am also gonna have to go into commissions and farm those out as well. Do captures and explos. How many webs I'm at already? I think I've got enough to at least start crafting one more. Morale's just easier to maintain and I'm all for easier. Yeah. I mean, if the average band for resolve is, I'd say, within 5% multiplier distance of the of the morale build, I think it would probably just be better to run morale instead. Especially in like a summit scenario, because then you don't have to worry about the lower DPS at the start. But it would have to be a really low difference, like 5% or lower. Alright. Yeah, apparently Psyche got a massive, like, stat buff this update as well. When, in regards to the new Genimon and, of course, the Focus Winsbow. Imagine how much crazier she's gonna get when it comes to the ranged Constance wedges. And those finally come out. What do you think is better in terms of weekly bosses for Summit? Isaac Fina or Kejo? Fina first, then Kesha. Well, the thing is, you're gonna really want both. I mean, I'd say it's gonna be more likely, or well, Fina's gonna be the safer option, and you're gonna need a max out Fina regardless if you want to be a top performer. Hello, Cooked Lumino Glorp. Hello, Agnarok. I think my YouTube chat might be frozen. Ah, crap, it was. I missed so many chats. You suggest any good mobile games other than Destiny Rising? Bloons Tower Defense 6. That is an absolutely goated game you can play on your mobile device. Let's see, what else would I recommend that you actually play in terms of mobile games? I think I'm pretty sure Blaze Blue did get a mobile release in CN. Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. Okay, yeah, Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. I don't. It says that as in-app purchases. That might just be character DLCs. But I know I played it on Steam, and that is also another absolutely goated game, right there. Don't know about the differences in the mobile version, though. Hey, Mafumo, welcome. I agreed to your video that the new wedges for Lumino is a mess. Oh, that's nice to hear. Bro, do you know how to fix the glitch where there's no ball for me outside the gate? So annoying. Like you use the scan pulse and it's not there. If you use the scan pulse and it's not there, I don't know how to fix it. Maybe just try reloading the area. Log out, log back in. Thoughts on Hellfire's i7? It looks like a crazy stat multiplier for her. But it is also Hellfire's numbers, so it could just be a situation where 100 times 0 is still 0. Really spoke my thoughts on the update as well. Huge. Seems good on paper. We'll have to see how... Wait. That's in regards to the Hellfire A7. X Asterisk is pretty solid turn-based game, single player $10 made by Griffline. Okay. Guess that's a good recommendation. We'll say this US server world chat has been unhinged since the update. Oh, really? Is the filter still broken? Is that what you're talking about? It should technically increase your DPS by a lot. Hopefully, I assume she'd be Rebecca tier. Yeah, at the very least, Rebecca tier. She's definitely not going to be as bad as she was. But we also did just get a massive, and I do mean enormous, jump in enemy HP as well. Though it is only quarantined to high-level theater. And yes, people were apparently very excited to be able to say the nastiest crap. Ugh. Unfortunate. Hope it got fixed. Yeah, me too. Are the colored fishing rods better than the Grandmaster rod? I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure it's just a visual difference. Yo, Pirates, what's up? I saw your recent video where you were crashing out on the Lumino selection. Yeah. I really don't know who decided to ship that stuff. I mean, if I did, I'd probably send them a strongly worded letter. Also, who's your favorite hero? Blue Star Defense 6? Mine is Oben. Let me think. I'm a pretty big fan of Etienne, I'm gonna be honest. I like Etienne quite a bit. I haven't played any of the new heroes yet, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been on that game for a while. I think the last time I got on was the Mermonkey update. Yeah, Etienne definitely one of the soul guys I like to run. I used to be a Benjamin Crutch, but then I started doing a lot more, what's it called? A lot more chimps. Jeez, I'm only at 5? Is Nifel not able to use the Siren's one? No, she's in fact not able to use the Siren's morale, because when she pops her ult, you know, to start dealing the massive amounts of damage that she's known for, it removes all of her skill range. Which means that she doesn't have any skill range left to proc. She doesn't have any skill range left to proc the Windspow. Do we do covert commissions for BP for Electro / Animo? What? At the end, nice? Hell yeah. Yeah, literally Nifel L. It's blueprint drift none Uba, yup. So basically this dev still never learn. Well, I don't really know if it's to say that they haven't learned. I think they just don't have, like, a proper game design lead. I genuinely think that their team just actually isn't put together yet. And they're kind of just wandering in the dark, almost. They just kind of giving up? No, I do not think that they're giving up at all. I'd say this is all most likely developer incompetence. And that's something that you're gonna run into when you're seeing new studios, is just some incompetence. As, well, unless they have, like, some really, really good leadership, new studios are always gonna struggle with that. Oh, what's the little update we got today? Don't know. No patch notes for it. They're downloading cat pictures to your computer. The blueprints for the Morale Electro, I saw them in the Secretive Commission store, or level 75 knock. Oh, yeah. I think they made it so, or put that there so that players who are lower level could get them from the Covert Commission shop in exchange for letters. And they don't have to wait until they're level 60 to do so. I don't really know anybody who would be grinding gold wedges before level 60, though. I think they've humbled Suyi in terms of what she's supposed to be. Constance her skill damage, and Lumino as a whole had to suffer for it. Yeah. It's so ridiculous to me. I did hear from Mebius that there may be some effect of CN feedback on this, mainly because CN hates Mystic Maze, so the devs got scared to make Suyi consonant and make her like Fantasio instead, and now here we are. Why not just fix Maze then? Or make it so that, you know, hey, this patch we're doubling all of the threads of time that you're getting. It's actually so ridiculous. Or just maybe make it so that you can get threads of time through other sources. Like, maybe you could send out, I don't know, an expedition every single day that gives you threads of time. There's so many others to, like, lower level solutions than just completely reworking a character kit if, like, you didn't want to make them consonants. Let's just choose the harder path, literally. I mean, they don't even have to fix Maze, if that's their issue. They just have to make it so that we have to play less of it. Do you guys Camilla will save 1.3 trust? Probably. That's why I don't trust them for i7. Well, the thing is, we can do all the stat calculations for i7 and, like, DPS multiplier increases. Because they're not really adding any new mechanics, I don't think. IDK man is a legend, not direct info. Well, yeah, obviously, we'll have to take any of that with a grain of salt. If that is the case, though, it's just ridiculous. And we players know that we are not game devs. Knows how to fix their crap. Yeah, I'm trying to put together a whole list of fixes, improvements that and like game design principles that I'd like to see implemented. I'm not touching Maze, it's so boring. I wish they could just make us keep wedges plus infinite levels with scalable rewards. Yeah. The thing is, if we could do like some infinite scaling Maze, that would be pretty interesting, because we're like stress testing stuff and going as deep as we can. But the thing is, it's literally just a chore of doing this same repetitive thing over and over again. Maze as a concept is awesome. They just need to add more level and rewards and give me an English maze where... Or, I assume you mean endless maze. Yeah, keep going and getting upgrades. Yup. As Rebecca's i7, I haven't read it, only Hellfire because it was pretty interesting. It does not look as substantial as Hellfire's. It does look like it'll increase her damage, just not by like an insane amount. I guess that makes sense. If lack of manpower, it does feel like they're trying to find their feet, hence why things like Lunaloft hasn't been touched. They've got bigger fish to fry. Yeah. And that is the unfortunate thing. Like, I really want to see that point where they lock in and they just start releasing bangers. But man, is it just frustrating to be sitting here and like seeing like not just like consecutive fumbles in the same update. Though it's not a uniquely Duet Night Abyss problem, for sure. I definitely know that Warframe had its own fair share of patches in a similar vein to this. It's not gonna happen. Well, we can have any perspective on it, whether we want to be doomer or hope-pilled. Personally, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. I'm definitely not gonna be like an it will happen. I'm of the opinion that we should only really expect what we are shown. And they're going to have to raise those expectations themselves. Kind of want a new weapon wedges? I believe a lot of people want a new weapon wedges. Yeah, 6 months in, our patient isn't the same as last year. Yeah, I had patience for 1.1 and 1.2. 1.3, like, we're getting to that point. It's like, okay, can we start, like... Can we start shipping up things now? Like, it's just that it was just like, can you lock the fuck in? And I really feel like we are reaching that point collectively. I've been seeing a lot more of the dedicated people having a lot of frustrations, especially with this patch. Would making the Constance wedges available in the shop via secret letters be a good option, or would it just disregard the existence of Maze? The thing is, like, Mystic Maze is just such a chore for people that I wouldn't even really care if we disregard its existence. Okay, I would much rather do something that's benign rather than do something that I hate. I would much rather have the best solution, which is to make Maze an actually fun game mode. But if we're not going to, if that's not a viable path, then I would rather the other thing. I think the new story event would be somewhat interesting for players, but a staggered release schedule for some of their bigger changes, that's what's going to be putting off too many people. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm cool with there being some staggered releases with an update, but the main issue is just that we are already at a point where we're kind of just like, okay, we need a little something, we need a little something. They're like, okay, wait a month. They're like, yeah! Just copy Roy 2, please. My life is yours, Bad Studio. Literally. TBH, your content's the only thing that kept me playing. I would have quit already at the second hack incident. But playing equals login, do dailies, log out. Yep, I do not blame you for that. I've been very much login, do dailies, log out. In my Duet Night Abyss experience, that was literally all I was doing in the lead up to the update as well, apart from maybe setting up a couple AFKs here and there. But I wasn't really even on the ball that much. I was just kind of tired. And Smace, ETC, and what other modes they're working on? Yeah. Like, they shows good things, but then you have to wait for weeks. Yeah. I'm in the camp where I really do love the initial ideas of the game, but I need them to lock the hell in on those ideas. It feels like they're drifting farther away from what I like to start. Yeah, same. DBH, they added a lot, but it seems like they're adding it to aid the lacking core gameplay that isn't at its full potential. Yeah. The thing is, we got a lot of improvements in terms of UI, graphics, QOL, but all that is frosting to a stale cake. It's like you could have the best frosting known to man, but if the cake inside isn't that tasty, people aren't gonna eat more than a few bites. We might not get a Shack Up Tell 2. What? Fire is carrying the game. Shucks. I'm doing my best with it. Maybe it's been spoiled having a 5-week cycle off some games. Well, it really just depends on the amount of content that we're getting per update cycle and what the kind of drip feed is like as well, or the procedural releases. Because the thing is, if you get like a patch that is a really, really good loop and is really hella engaging, even if the amount of content is not like crazy, if the quality and enjoyment is there, that can be more than enough. I mean, there are an example, personal example for me is Fortnite, because there are a lot of seasons that they release, and like every single seasonal release is basically the same general model where they've got a core theme, and like procedural updates, like additions, changes to the sandbox, and new events and things that are happening throughout the map. And the difference between like how enjoyable a bad season is compared to like a season with a really good sandbox and flow is enormous.
止まるわけにはいかない。戦い続けないと。終わっちゃった。次の任務も私に任せて。あなたは戦果を上げられる。
And that could be more than enough to carry like many multitudes of hours of playtime. Can only be so patient for us. Die hard to find something else to do. Yeah. Because that's really the big thing. And Destiny is a prime example of some people, like, nothing is also competition to your game. Like, if not playing your game is a more, like, enticing thought to people than, like, logging in and playing the game, that's where... That's where things got really bad. I'd actually prefer one character per patch that would give more weight to them, like in Warframe. I kind of agree. I do think that we should likely get some slower character releases and them taking the time to really refine each and every unit in the game that we already have. I meant shake, my bad. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't really think that we're going to be getting like a major shakeup until around the 2.0 or 2.0 patch equivalent. But the thing is, we can still get some good content releases until then. Okay? Because if we had a good Wedge release and a good character release, it would be an entirely different story here. Because then we'd really only be, well, complaining about the level 220 in the theater. Which, I honestly don't know how that makes it past the beta. Hello, non-human, good day. You missed your chance to name the stream Grind and Chill. Well, I've named the other streams Grind and Chill. I would just lick the icing off the cake and leave the cake in my freezer, to, in the end, never eat that leftover. Yeah. I got a feeling that they're playing catch-up from lunch. Oh, definitely. I mean, apparently, take this with a grain of salt because, like, I heard about this from somebody else. But apparently, like, internally, they weren't even really considering their 1.0 the actual launch of the game. And 1.1 was their, like, real launch. Which, I mean, if you take that into account, like, things make a tiny bit more sense. But even so, it's just... yeah... It very much does feel like it's in kind of like an open alpha or open beta state. Early access. Kind of wish the new event mode was just boss battles with multiple bosses on the same stage than its current form. Are we talking about Showdown? Makes sense because they wanted Steam in 1.1, but even that got delayed, so yeah. What a mess. I'm back, went to take a shower. Water on body. Oh. We love showers here. I'm gonna take a nice shower after I'm done with stream today. Yeah, Showdown. Yeah. I'd say Showdown is generally on like a similar level to enjoyment as Chase. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. Yeah, but the game is improving. XC every so slowly. Yeah. It just I need things to be a little bit faster going forward. Run away from Mystic Maze only to find Showdown Point C Maze. Ah. Yeah, it'll definitely take a minute to learn the new map for it. The improvement rate is 0.01% daily. Yep. What's that question? Will you play Move 3.3 when it's out? Most likely, yeah. I think I kind of missed the last patch. New casual build? That's what I'm gonna be testing out and doing stat calculations for casual and other Lumino characters. The game improves slowly because we didn't get the dragon mounts. I dread to think what happens if no Queen on Discord sometimes. Dude. Queen's honestly doing the work of a CM as a mod for some reason. I do find it very weird that they didn't make any tweets or announcements for maintenance for 1.3, which was weird. I'm pretty sure they made the post in the patch notes. Like, they just included the maintenance in the patch notes. Yeah, see, I did mistake Queen for a CM, man. I can see Queen really good. Yeah. Meb 2. They're just like me. They just want to have a fun video game. They've had like 4 or 5 patches since yesterday with no notes. Yeah. I heard that apparently they had another vacation. Quit doing the work of 10 people? Pretty much. Bed might not be flashy, but doing stuff behind the scenes, oh, 1,000,000%. Want to add that song when you're logging in? It's a banger. I'm pretty sure they released the Duet Night Abyss 1.0 soundtrack on Spotify. I don't know if they've done it for the subsequent patches. Yes, the ancestral honoring in China. How many holidays does Sia get? I'm curious. Because they had like CNY a month ago, and that's like a multi-week deal. I don't know how long it lasts though. It's probably not as long. Yeah, it's kind of wild because, I mean, here in the US we get like 7 guaranteed, or I don't know how many guaranteed holidays, but it's like less than 10 guaranteed holidays. Like federally enforced holidays. It's an Asia thing? Okay. Cultures and religions giving 20 plus holidays. Man. Hey, I said 7 public holidays. Dang. Oh, in China? Okay. But how long do those public holidays last? Because I know in America, like, our holidays are basically like 1 day. And we also kind of get like some soft holidays where they can let you go home early or whatever. But that's usually like a Christmas Eve or a New Year's Eve deal. And even then, that's not even for everybody. Man, I had to work this Easter. Oh, no!
私も時間を潰せるから一挙両得。
Short ones are like 1 to 2 days. Longer ones are like max 2 weeks. Jeez. So they straight up could get like a 10th of the year off, or maybe not a 10th, like a month's worth of days off. New Year's Day, January 1st, 1 day. All right, Spring Festival, 7 to 8. Tomb Sweeping Day. Early April, 3 days. Labor Day, 5 days? 3 days, 3 days, 7 days. Okay. Yeah, I said don't trust it fully. Okay. Still, like, adding that all together is 8, 11, 14, 21, like, 28. They straight up just get, like, a month's worth of days off across the whole year. That's crazy. But then again, like, work outside of those holidays is pretty insane, though. At least I've heard it is pretty insane. Like, work outside of holidays. Like, crunch culture is crazy, I'm pretty sure. As an unemployed person, every day is a holiday. True! True. We have like 20 in the Philippines, plus random stuff whenever the president wants to not do his job. Base? The one thing I like about Tsuyu, despite her other limitations, flying. Yeah, the flying is pretty nice. They did a good job when it came to how the flying felt. It's just her attacks, not so much. It's not like they work every day, they have days off too. What? So they get weekends and a month's worth of holidays? That's nuts to me. I don't know, there is probably just like some hidden factors that I'm not taking into account. They also still have paid days off, weekends and unpaid days off, so there's gotta be some catch. There's gotta be some catch. It'd be nice if the sea flight mode had a descend button. Oh, does it not? Do you just have to like wait for it to slowly fall down? You can't like hold crouch and it descends? Imagine working by the hourly rate. BB. Buff Sui and fix your sword swing. Honestly, if they just changed her into a consonants character, that would make so much more sense. Days off equals no work equals poor. True. We won't have fixed until the devs come out from the break. Really bad timing to go on a break. Yeah. I'm really not fond of the current state of things. Just watched your 1.3 video and I 100% agree with you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. The thing is, Asians are competitive in general. It's worked
to the bone during work hours in Japan specifically. You can't go home till the boss goes home. Ah, okay. Oh, that definitely makes a bit more sense. So they get more time off, but their time on is like insane. That's the binding vow. Yeah, my phone is hot thanks to this weather. I generally don't play much games when it's hot. I play less, especially mobile. Yeah. I hate being hot. I mean, for example, Mappa. Now, I did hear that Mappa is apparently going to be improving their working conditions with the increased funds that they've been getting from just, like, how crazy of the shows that they've been making. But, like, man, did that really show, like, how much hard work can really pay off. And honestly, I kind of feel like working myself that hard just so that I can make some amazing art like that. What's 9 to 5? It's 7 to 20 at my old job. Well, 9 to 5 actually doesn't mean working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It means working 9 hours, 5 days a week. At least that's what I heard. This is the work of art in question. Goober. I was kind of happy seeing some streamers come back to 1.3. Maybe it was a sponsor, but it was nice. Well, I'm pretty sure it's obvious when they're sponsored. They have to, like, put it in stream title or description or something. Do you do art? Paint stream when? I actually have pulled out the drawing tablet once or twice on stream. Might do it more, honestly. I like Sui's sword attack. It looks really funny to me, even though it's not meant to be funny. Her range attack is useless, though. Yeah, it just tickles enemies. I'm even more about Luno wedges. I don't even know which ones to craft in plus 10. Both Winspos and go for the morale centerpiece. Those are the only ones that are really worth getting. Also, the new traits are broken, so there's that. Yeah, the Genimon stuff is great. I'm gonna have a good time calculating optimal Genimon setups. Yep. Oh, I just saw a comment on the video. Soft agree that it does feel like that there's fields crafters on the balance team. I want my hunt down back, me too. If anyone won't be able to take advantage from Central Volition. The thing is, I don't think that Fina would want to. I haven't done the exact calculations yet, but I'm pretty sure running a Morale Fina would likely be better. At least if you're using her as a support. Because you've got to run one Eternity, and that's going to be a damage loss, regardless. And then you'd either have... Then you'd have to run a second Eternity to get Volition, which is just going to be some additional, what's it called? Well, some additional damage. Some more additional damage. And then, beyond that, it would be... Well, comparing to the Morale, you get to run one more Scorch Wedge, at the very least. And you also get the Morale multipliers, too. So, I'll obviously have to do the stat calcs myself. But Fina is the only character that could potentially, maybe, make use of the Central Volition. But that would literally just be if you're running a resolve scaling build on Fina and somehow losing out on an extra resolve or an extra scorch is worse than running morale instead. Even for support, good to know. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit messy for me to do all the calcs, I gotta say. I'm gonna have to take the time to crunch all those numbers. Certainly doesn't help that it's taking an actual era to get all these centerpiece wedges. I might actually have to check some earlier VODs to see what the drop rates of these were. Because I remember there was one stream where I essentially just took the whole stream to grind out the Electro Centerpiece. Let's see. Yeah, I think it took me 3 hours. I'm just taking a look at it right now. Let's see. No, I wasn't even doing that one in that stream. Okay, never mind. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 or 4 hours, though, if I'm remembering correctly. So, I mean, I guess, considering that I've only been doing this for about an hour and I've been using green manuals and I'm close to halfway, like, I guess that maybe checks out. Also, it turns out Suyu's unique is literally useless after the nerf. Her missile is better off replacing with another Scorch. It's so sad. Well, really? I mean, I was kind of maybe half expecting that. It's so sad to see. You ever think of the other element wedges, if this is the direction that it'll take? Yeah, what pisses me off the most about it is just the fact that we get unconditional activations for the 2 best wedge sets in the game, and then as soon as like we get out of that, they start getting weird with it. The powerful get more powerful. Am I gonna have to farm a 5th Scorch? Maybe. I mean, if you're playing on Running Kesha, you'd have to farm a 5th Cov anyway. Yes, was tested. Ah. No. Guess that means. Actually, let me see. What's the wedge set that Amazing used? Because I'm pretty sure he did wind up doing the. Oh wait, this is the wrong video. This is the everything new.
Bot spoon on, guys. Boy, Amazing Cure.
Oh, he didn't. Did he not actually? Oh, okay. Alright. Does Gleaming Glimmer plus 10 give relative attack percent to Scorch, or is it just not comparable? It depends on how much skill duration you have. If you have 200% or more, it will be as good or better. But if you don't, then it's... eh. So I guess if you're running it... Well... I would have said it, I guess if you're running support Suyi, or not Suyi, support Fina, you could do that, but you're already running the support wedge on her, so that's not even a factor. Not gonna lie, see, so undercooked, it's not even funny, so many flaws. Yeah. I honestly hope that they put out a statement and be like, yeah, we messed up here. We'll fix it. Have a temple. I generally think the Siren's Wedge here is going to ruin build variety for this game. It kind of is already. Low-key, yeah. The thing is, they're just so freaking good. It's your boy, basically. Yeah, I just had to check and see if his guide featured the signature wedge for her, and it didn't, so guess he got that right at least. If it's been tested at least. Hey, come on, let me use my skill. Mila hot mommy equals pyro. I was right. Oh yeah, you were right, Burr. I'm kind of curious to see Camille's performance when she gets released. Cut your no shoes equals an Electro. What? Also, I hope Katya is an Umbro character that deals weapon damage. Maybe melee focus. What's Umbro? True. Hey, is it Umbro that damage type that Nifil deals for some reason? I mean, Camille's kid, she's basically Pyro, you mean? Yep. That is really exciting for me. Is that energy regen? Yep. So, that does kind of make me wonder if that means they're going to be going for a bit more of a, potentially a weapon identity? Or at least going for more mixed attacking type identity for Pyro. I think Hilda's going to be Pyro, I think, possibly, probably. That's a good bet. I'm not going to lie. With RG, true. Get to the result screen and it's Margie 30% damage, Camilla 70%. Well, actually, if we're being honest, it would probably be like Margie 20%, Camilla 35%, and the rest of it's on Vita. Shovel hits equals kaboom. Okay. How much more of these do I have to get? I'm pretty sure I'm still slightly under 20. You're generous to give Margie 20%? True. I want Suyi to not sucky. Yes, please. They really need to lock in. soon. Like 1.4 needs to be, it needs to be a pretty significant jump from like 1.2 and 1.3 for me. That new weapon system that they're gonna be implementing, that's gotta really cook. And we also have to get some, like, good game modes. Or at least, like, a few things to do. Hey, give us a new game mode to grind the wedges in. Don't just put it in Noctoager. Like, you can have Noctoager and the new thing, but I feel like if they were just like, hey, we've got this Rite of Proving thing. Or incense proving event. And if you play that, you'll be rewarded with the new Lumino wedges! So it's like, you could do the Noctoager and be bored and want to scrape your eyeballs out, or you could do the event and get the same rewards. How fun! Have they mentioned anything about being able to slot in multiple tracks on weapons and characters in Demon Wedge slots? No, not yet. Mev's reactions are funny though. Sue Yi's as 5 minutes later she's hella broken. 1 day later she sucks. Well, I think that was like initial impressions, seeing the crazy multipliers, and then the nerf in the beta. The one we got launches nowhere what she was initially. Oh yeah, no. The nerf Sue Yi 3 times in testing. Jeez. We asked for nerfs and we got the monkey spot. Yeah. It's kind of silly because it's like, we want more difficulty. Alright, inflate the enemy HP by 80 times. And have like some absolutely insane scaling to where you can clear with like, you can clear 30 seconds in one stage, and then the next stage you can barely clear with 20 seconds left on the clock. Okay, a wedge for ranged weapons that get damage increase from your melee combo counter. That would be pretty cool. But the main issue is that you lose all of your combo if you swap weapons. So maybe that's their idea of a difficulty increase. Makes it more difficult to log into the game. Are the login problems a difficulty increase? That's my question. Playing theater got me feeling like making a diss on Master Chefs. Oh, crazy. Yeah, I think I've spent almost 100 manuals. Though I honestly have so many stocked up that even after I do all of these centerpieces and get the last Winspos and changelings, I'm still gonna probably have some left over. Do you think the devs kind of wanted to do two things where they wanted to kill AFK Farming Theater, but they also didn't want to force people to play 36 more acts, so condense a huge spike in 12 more acts? I guess. The main thing is that you still AFK the theater majorly. But I guess like if they just wanted to kill AFK farming in theater. Damage bonus increase will only trigger when you swap weapons for 30 seconds at S combo. Okay. That could be interesting. Are there any locked golds Genomon in the new areas like Boxy at the start? I don't think so. I mean, there might be one for the new Suyi Genomon, but I haven't heard anything on that. Oh, the new Suyi... I just realized, maybe the 2 new Genomon is like one of the normal Genomon for Suyi, and then there's a shiny variant. Dude, if there's a shiny variant that you would have to be able to get before Summit, oh, that would suck so badly. Could you imagine that, like, your ranking in Summit was determined whether or not you got the shiny variant of Suyi's new Genomon? And they didn't want to touch anything up to Act 36. Remember what the reaction was in 1.1? Very marginal buff to enemies. Yeah, it was nuts. Like, the 1.1 theater, even before the fixes, was still... Like, the difficulty of that was still overblown. But there are more interesting ways to increase, like, the difficulty time spent and also killing AFK than just massively increasing the enemy's HP pool. Because that's, like, literally the most boring solution. Whereas, we all pre-farmed if some... we all premed if some games failed? Or prepped if some games failed? Yeah. We will all persist. It's not like anybody or any one of us made a deal where our soul is tied to the current state of Destiny. Or not. Duet Night Abyss. Now that would be crazy right there. Oh, Queen's out of the hospital. That's good. Destiny. Oh, man. I will never, ever be able to experience the peaks of Destiny 2 again. Destiny, I felt it. Destiny 3 when? I don't think ever, honestly. I genuinely don't think that they have the kind of people, or the kinds of people that they need at Bungie anymore to be able to actually make a proper Destiny 3. Destiny 3 prequel. I want to share my plans for the game. Waiting for Hilda, Pyromade with guns. I'll max her, and then if the game doesn't become better, I'll drop it. Yep. I mean, hopefully, even if we, or any of us, do drop it, like, hopefully in some, however so many months later, they finally lock in and start delivering banger update after banger update. But that's the dream. If TNA US, so will I. Division 3 is the best hope for a T3. Honestly, yeah. The C3 sounds as dead as the idea of Half-Life 3? Yeah. I legitimately just have no trust in Bungie as a studio. They have consistently fumbled so hard. Have you tried the new chainsaw effects yet? Like the cosmetic effect? No, I haven't tried the cosmetic effect. I haven't bought it because it costs prisms, and I don't particularly want to pull for the Suyi skin. Oh, the stance? I haven't tried out the stance yet either. I unlocked it yesterday, but the thing is, even if the stance is good, we just don't actually have any real DPS melee weapon or DPS greatswords. We could have had one this update, but they just decided to release another terrible melee weapon for some reason. Since when being in the Haojong shop is weird, they announced it for Maze. Yeah. Comms have been even worse this update. But all weapons are bad? Oh, true. Weapon bad. I was busy watching the Pyro's Lumino rant video. Well, welcome to the stream, Metal Spaz. I'm trying to get the centerpiece wedge ground out, and then I'm probably going to go for the remaining blueprints that I need for the wind spells. I'm pretty sure most of these things are changed like 2 weeks before the update, which is so weird. Yeah. I don't understand why. Like, what possessed them? Right at the Lumino Summit, we have most likely upcoming, like Lumino feels too underpowered for these clears. I'm anticipating Lumino Summit to be kind of annoying. Oh, dude, I'm imagining if they put an ice hell in the Lumino Summit, oh my gosh, that would be so terrible. There's no beta server for DNA? No, there is a beta. So, the issues that you're seeing right now were caught in the beta and reported and went live. 1.3 is the beta still. True. Truk. I can't log into the beta. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess they just didn't really have enough time to get all the fixes in before they had their vacation. I don't really get it. Oh yeah, Sui's numbers were crazy high there. Yeah. And if you want to see what Sui's numbers look like initially, take a look at Right Up Radio's Sui video. She took that, or that was footage from the media server, which either didn't get the changes or she recorded before the changes, so that's what it looks like. My index finger is dreading Lumino Summon and my left mouse button is sweating. Well, I don't think you'd have to do any spam clicking. Alright. How much longer? It is absolutely crazy that I just pulled a veteran out of my butt this morning on stream. Do you know if Sui's better than Kejo for Summit yet? Don't know. She's gonna have an absurd AoE, so that will be at least one advantage, but Kejo's single target might just actually be that much higher. I hope it ends up being like Lady Nightfall's the best option for theater. I don't think it'll be Lady Nightfall. Pulled a what out of your butt? Like the trait. The trait for the Genimon veteran. I don't care if you notice this, but the chainsaw stance is the only stance that gives HUD effects when attacking. Yeah, I did notice that. It is pretty neat, though. I wonder if they're going to be doing that for new character releases. I meant Summit, but yeah. It's not going to be Knifel. CI6 will probably be extremely good. I think if you only get 3 weeklies this time. No, you should be getting the same amount of weeklies, unless it's a 7-week patch. I didn't take a look to see if it was a 7-week or 8-week patch. 1.3 patch done. Everything 18 hours max. Everything at the moment playing Diablo 4, season 12, 121 Paragon, Hardcore, Pally. While watching you, I got it. Yeah, I'm getting the rest of my stuff in this update done. It's taking forever to get these centerpiece wedges. I've been using green manuals this entire time. Wonder if 1.4 the combo effects will also give them. I am really curious to see what the weapon buffs are going to be in 1.4. I hate Pokemon picking in this game, man. It's so boring. It's just probably me. There are definitely other people who aren't really as interested in the Geomon collection. I mean, personally, I'm enjoying it just because it's something to do. It's something that's not clicking challenge again over and over again. No, we got a new boss in Echoes this update. Oh, it's next to a no-ball area? What's next to a no-ball area? You mean Gmod Battles win? Oh, dude, that'd be crazy. Okay, it's 3 weeklies for group stage. 4th week is in Apex. Okay. No, got a double drop of the Serpent's morale. Haven't finished the story. Guess I should. Yep. It'll unlock after you beat the story. Probably shouldn't leave my coffee sit here. It's all cold now. Judging from Suyi drops, I ain't getting I4 before Summit. I'm almost definitely getting I4 before Summit for Suyi. Well, I4. I mean, not I6. Before Summit. I also think they should only do rankings for 3 days, like they do now, but leave the rooms open so we can farm. That would be a bit nicer, yeah. Imagine if the Hellfire buff is so good that she beats Lyn out cold. I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that. And then Lyn gets her buffs later. I mean, I7 should be really powerful. I didn't get 12, brought 2 less. What? Get the puzzle ball didn't spawn for me. I had to teleport to P Island and come back. Jeez. Excuse me. Oh, Hellfire as a melee skill is the dream. Yeah, she would be really fun as one. The concept of Camilla being the only pyro with a pen. At least until Helda. Considering her passive effects can trigger themselves on dealing skill damage, so she's like a personal Rebecca instead of using summons. Yep.
終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられる
Has 7 you will make skill speed work correctly and convert her hits into skill damage. Trust. Well, she already does skill damage.
リズム
Hilda has pen? Well,
指揮をどうぞ
I mean, we don't know for sure, but every single new character release has had pen. So, it's not that far of a stretch to think that, well, actually, I guess Fuju doesn't, but Fuju's like literally a full support bot character. She's the only exception, though.
戦い続けないと
Hilda has pen and paper. Bad luck update. Loki kinda feels like that. Says I've gotten some pings. Let me check them real quick. Oh, okay.
終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし私も時間を潰せるから一挙両得でもいかない戦い
Oh,
続
I'm
けない
at 260 green manuals remaining. I'm probably only gonna have 100 left after doing all this.
リズムフィッシャー到着指揮をどうぞ天竜に眠れ
Noli gets pen, Hellfire gets scissors. Clearly she wins. Ah! Does that excite you? Hilda and Hellfire Scissor?
あまたの命を癒すたま止まるわけに
I know there are probably some people who are drooling at the thought.
次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし私も時間を潰せるからいリズムフィッシャー到着指揮をどうぞ
My ashtray is glitching. Why is it still burning? Huh? It must have had like some crazy smokes. You know, my brain didn't even go there. I was just doing rock, paper, scissors, lol.
止まるわけにはいかない戦い続けないと
Is Rebecca in Hellfire? Okay.
次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし私も時間を潰せるから
Why was Hellfire hella cute fire in
リズムフィッシ
CVT?
ャー到着
What do you mean hella cute fire? How different did she? I don't think she looked that different in the beta. The Sig Bud was burning and it was, and it lit the other buds in there, and now it's too hot to handle. That's kind of crazy. Hellfire and CBT looked like a puppy dog. She had regular Ecumenas. Oh,
あなたは
okay.
戦果を上げられるし
So she was hella cute fire. Hi agent, what builds we find? Nothing crazy yet.
マシキをどうぞ
Tested out new weapon. Going for the remaining Lumino wedges. It's the remaining Lumino wedges are taking forever. I'm 2 hours in and I've been spending green manuals the entire time, and I still am like barely over halfway. I want them to let me wear character unique accessories regardless of what skin I'm wearing. Fuck, this scarf should be available on any outfit.
次の任務
Yeah, that'd be nice.
あなたは戦果を上げられ
Having
る
some way to unlock those for everybody. Have you seen the difference? I haven't actually seen like a side-by-side difference now.
リズムフィッシャー到着
Stream title lying?
どうぞ天竜に眠れ
No, it's not lying. It's just these things are taking forever. We need more than just stat stick weapons, Pet Studios. Give us damage dealing weapon. The existing ones are fine, but we need more.
任務も私に任せ
Lit.
て
Seriously, man. Especially when it comes to melee weapons. Like, stop giving us trash melees!
一挙両得だわ
Are we able to change our MC's gender? Not yet. They already let us adjust the position of any accessories, so we don't need to be concerned with clipping problems. Just move the scarf a little. Yeah. Liar, underpants on fire? What? Put it in the Discord, let me take a look. General? I see. Oh, well. Okay, yeah. She did look completely different, didn't she? Some of them keep releasing really good guns, but melees are dead. Yeah, I really don't understand it. I fight Hellfire Boss, her two voice lines cut each other off. All verdicts are in the name of beat your demise. Dragon Muse, Camilla's signature, and the upcoming Jag and Growl are all pretty good. Oh yeah. No, I think Camilla's signature, like damage-wise, is probably not going to be good, but effect-wise is insane. And I'm also a big fan of Trigon Muse. In terms of ratio, it's pretty balanced because range used to be fewer. Like there used to be fewer good range weapons. I think Iron Forger is sadly the most usable greatsword in general for actually attacking. Yeah, that's sad. Because it's got bad base stats and bad effects. It's just somehow every single other greatsword is somehow worse. Yeah, then you get melee and they're neither damaged or set most of the time, literally. And they don't even have like any unique effects either, because all melees are just like clones of one another, which is so boring. So it's literally just a difference in passives. It does get a focus crit welded to it, which is okay. Well, yeah, but we have other melees that have better base stats, better multipliers, and actual better passives. I do think Hellfire will probably fall back to using her greatsword with the new wedge in her i7. Most likely, yes. Lol Leon, are you the same guy I'd say asking for the ball bug fix? He could be. Pog i6 Kejo with 2 weeks of buses? Hell yeah, I'm gonna be getting my i6 Kejo next week. I have better i6 Yuming. Spell 5 Katana increased damage by 16% per combo stack, increased attack speed by 5% per combo stack, increased status effect chance by 20% per combo stack. It also increases damage taken towards enemies 1% per kill up to 300%. Really? What's all that for? I think the Iron Forger passive had a dual clause that said this rate becomes multiplied by 500% when less than 2 enemies are within 20 meters, so it would be fun for bossing. Yeah. Unfortunately, charge attacks for the greats... Well, I mean, honestly, charge attacks for every single archetype except for katanas just aren't really that good in comparison to the normal attacking ones. Oh, by the way, what are Ketsu's best weapons? Well, then for sure, or like the dual pistols, both Blue Current and Sacrosanct Chorus, and also what's called Entropic Singulating. I was just spitballing. I don't care what I'm talking about. Sorry. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. think every moveset wedge should have affected both normal and charge attacks and give them both unique attack animations for both. Or we just make it so that we could slot in wedges for every single type of attack. So we could have stance wedge for a slide, alt stance for I don't know, charge attack, normal attack, plunge attack. Or maybe even we just get weapons that have their own unique attack animations. So it's not just stat and passive diffs. That would be pretty interesting. I think it'd be pretty cool if pole arms and sights had different attack animations. Add a center wedge to all weapons that can alter their attacks. Yeah, they should really just make the, what's it called? The stance wedges, centerpiece wedges. Alright, slide attacks exist. Yeah, they're a little bit forgettable. Mostly because, oh, oops. That was the start menu. Mostly because they're just all clunky to use. I think it's actually genuinely easier to spam slide attacks on mobile because they have a dedicated button for it. A grenade launcher that can do self-damage so that we get resolve up faster? That'd be interesting. Or maybe wedges that increase your damage but drain your HP. Well, speaking of Agent of Pirates, by the way, Kesha's story was interesting in Sojourns. Oh, okay. I'll definitely have to take a look at the new Sojourns. Yeah. I mean, story team's definitely been killing it. Writing's been excellent. Self-damage, Crying Chroma main in Warframe. Dude, I heard about Chroma. It was honestly so sad hearing that. Oh yeah, he's like the weapon scaler in Warframe. Unfortunately, it's just that like these other multipliers were better, so like people just ran Radiation Volt if they wanted to do like actual weapon damage instead. I was like, awesome. You're twins? Am I really twins with Kesho? It's funny because somebody on stream yesterday was gushing about how much I looked like Kesho to him. The new boss also looks like some Warframe model dropped in theater. It's just in the same design style as Deteriorators. I'm pretty sure. Because I think it's got like the same eye pattern or like eye wing fin pattern that Psyche's boss had. The oiled up Kesho cosplay when? That'd be insane. You know what? Give me give me 200 subs, I'll do oiled up Kesho cosplay. The J Chroma viability died back when self-damage was patched. Oh, what? That's unfortunate. I just need about 13 more centerpiece wedges. So my only plus 10 team is the Electro team. That's unfortunate. I think I've got every single element to at least... Yeah, I've got every single element to 3 plus 10s. I'm gonna be getting Lumino to 5+10s, so I'll have Electro and Lumino both at 5+10s, and I'll have to get the other ones to like 4+10s, at least apart from Hydro. I'm pretty sure Hydro you only ever need 2, just because of, well, Hydro Wedges being, eh. How much is that? 200 subs, it's a lot. Then expect Agent OF in 1.3. It's not happening. Unless people pay for it. Have you gotten Melee Arcanes yet in Warframe? Because I hope to God Pan Studios doesn't copy Melee Influence. It's so bad. I've not gotten Melee Arcanes. I actually only just recently unlocked, like, Weapon Arcanes when I was going through progression. Last I played. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go for a 4+10 my Pyros, and... that'll probably be more than enough. I mean, worst case scenario, I just get another 5+10 if that winds up being the best for some reason. Not that the Arcane is bad, it just makes every weapon too good. Yeah. I kind of figured. I mean, from what I've seen in terms of, like, endgame Warframe building, you can kind of just make everything, like, insanely broken to the point where difficulty just becomes an afterthought. Apparently even level cap, because they added stuff like shield gating and overguard. So character wedges confirmed that they will be upgradable through element wedges? Oh yeah. If we're ever getting new character specific signatures, they'll be upgraded through that. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't at least even at least get new, like, gold stance wedges from melee weapons this update. Because we got 3 the previous patch, and I was kind of just expecting, okay, we're going to be getting some every patch now, but it was just completely absent. I don't know, take a look and see how... oh, wow, okay. Yep. I actually was expecting the video I put out today to be a bit more controversial. Surprisingly not. Because I've had previous experience with the Destiny Rising, and, like, dude, I could have I'd be, like, grilling it the same way that I just grilled, 1.3, and it'd be, like, 80% or 70% like ratio. But I guess toxic positivity just isn't really that much of a thing in the DNA community. Are they good though? Character specific, like, signatures? Well, CVEs isn't that good right now. What do you, I assume you think about my game fixes for AFK, active combat, regular mobs and elites should be AFK, but bosses should have more emphasis on active combat with parries? Well, I think that we should add more active gameplay regardless. Like, we should have some mini-boss and elite enemies that give similar threat levels. And add back invincible moments that can be parry but make them shorter. Okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. For example, when Hellfire goes into her dash mode, she dashes around and slams down and dashes again, slams down. Instead of doing it twice, her only do it once. Well, the thing is, the reason I don't like the invincibility phases is just because it's uninteractive. You literally just have to dodge for a while, and there's not really any danger or concern there at all. And it would be a lot more fun if that was an opportunity to get some interrupts and potentially get some additional progress, rather than it's just wait for the cutscene to end. And so use Kid and the Lumino Wedges feel like a mess. 100%, yeah. The new Greatsword stance is not available? No, it is available. It's just you get it for turning in like the exploration things, like the Advent Spheres, for some reason. Even though it was said to be in Maze. Let's see. There's a big Twitch chat that I haven't read yet. So essentially, electricity status in Warframe spreads to other enemies close, and the melee influence arcane spreads that status effect, then spreads the other status effects that you have with the electricity from your melee until, example, like electricity and viral or gas, and it spreads to every single enemy in the room with gas and viral. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds hella broken. Holy moly. Most people in DNA would understand what's wrong and want the game to improve. Yeah. I don't think I've seen much of any actual toxic positivity. Yeah, I was honestly expecting like a little bit. Because I definitely have hard defended this game a bit before, and you know, I was never at a point where I was like going full glaze. But I was at least expecting like a decent like mix of people being like, well, I thought it was good, and I think you're being a little bit too negative. No, it seems like most people actually just have their heads on their shoulders. I'm gonna say one thing you like about the game is a toxic thing, though. I've heard someone say that. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess this really should just, like, go to show that Duet Night Abyss does not have a single, or, like, a toxic positivity problem at all. You can grill this game, so long as you're talking about stuff that's, like, actual real criticism, and people will be like, yep, fair. I 100% agree. Okay, imagine this. They just copy from Soft Boss ideology and put on dodge timings with genuine hard-hitting attacks. But then it's genuinely horrible to imagine your AI teammates can keep up, though. They just have to make it like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, where the AIs will perfect dodge. Now, if the new weapon type was added, what would you want? What would I want? Let me think. This. I want gauntlets. Nah, the update's kind of undercooked. Can't deny it with common sense. Yep. Heard someone say bare hands to kung fu. Yeah, I guess that would be like gauntlets. He used to be able to parry and buff of damage as a punishment for missing the parry. Yeah. Delete maze. Honestly, just do anything with it. Do literally anything with it, other than just leave it in its current state. There's this chain slash rope weapon from Shadow Fight 2. I'd love to see that. Yeah. Now, I wonder what the game could be like if we were able to add just, like, a little bit more complexity to it. Like, basically every single weapon got a special ability or, like, an additional interact. What if for, like, a whip sword, you could use it as a grapple? Like, you just hook into something and then pull yourself forward to it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just make it like the grapple blade from Fortnite. I don't know if I've shown off any of my grapple blade clips. That's genuinely one of my favorite items that they've ever released. Maybe I can show it off in VC later. It's called rope darts. Oh, okay. Is that like the Hunter Strand Super? I think I know what you're talking about. If I was corrected, Fortnite is what I heard from Zenith after all. I really do be on some stuff when it comes to that game. On some other alternative things. Well, I do know it's generally pretty awkward seeing clips from a game that you don't play. Because you have, like, almost no perspective on what's going on. You don't enjoy Apex Legends, though? No, not really. I was actually thinking about, like, why Apex didn't click with me so much. And a big part of that, to me, is one of the things that I've enjoyed the most about BR, which I was not a Battle Royale fan before. I was actually a Battle Royale hater. Yeah, and then my friends got me to play. I was like, man, this is actually fun. But one of the things that I enjoy the most is having to build your loadout, essentially, every single game. And that means every single item. Apex, you get guaranteed slots for heals and shields. You have the character abilities as well, so you already have, like, your blueprint for what you need, and, like, other stuff that's just guaranteed to set. Fortnite, you have your 6 slots. If you want to run heals, that'll come at the cost of another weapon. Or another utility item. So, you have to always be thinking about your inventory space and what's most important to take with you for what you're going to be doing. And it will get into some spots where, you know, like, maybe what you were going for that game puts you in a tough position. Like, maybe you went too heavily into close range and somebody just camps you out. Or maybe your long range fails you because, or like heavy long range fails you because you get rushed. And you didn't have mobility to disengage or enough pressure in close range to be able to take him out. What about Naraka Blade Point? Gotcha your skins? I had never heard of Naraka. I'll look it up. Let's see. Naraka Blade Point. Free-to-play wuxia action battle royale game developed by 24 Entertainment. I mean, looks interesting. A BR but with swords. You can parry and dodge. Okay. Mortal Repertoire is still bugged on Android, man. WTF? Ugh. They really need to fix this stuff up, man. There's a lot of possibilities with the weapons we have right now. Dual blades can be gauntlets with stances and different aesthetics if they want the lazy route. Yeah. Is that with custom face AI thing? I'm pretty sure that was Where Winds Meet that did that. The movement's fire as well. Ooh, okay. One thing that's nice about at least Fortnite in its newer seasons is that you do oftentimes get some really fun mobility options. This current season has been hella fun. But it does have what you hate from Apex. The characters are a set build path for what you want, technically. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, it's Blackie! Welcome! Do you like Warframe? I like it enough. I don't know if I love it, though. Why DNA over Warframe Agent? It's just what hooked me first. And I was putting a lot of backing into it because I really want the, like, moving away from gacha thing to, well, be a thing. So we get more non-gacha anime games, at least. Because I'm gonna be honest, I am so tired of gacha. I'm tired as F today, send help. We can be tired, buddies! We can be tired together! Slitherio, a battle royale? I mean, technically? I don't know if battle royales have to have a set endpoint. I mean, I think it might be more accurate to say that it's just like an FFA arena. Rather than a solid battle royale genre. Because I'm pretty sure the battle royale genre specifically has like set matches with like permadeath in the lobby. Well, maybe not permadeath because you can be revived in teams and through other means. But essentially you get like your one life minus any retries that you get, and that's it. But when it comes to Slitherio, there's just like one arena that you'll just hop in or get eliminated from, but you can still just hop back in to the exact same one. No qualms. Ananta is one of those that drop gacha. Well, I mean, technically it was never advertised as a gacha. Or a character gacha. So it's not like DNA where it was like they were trying to make a gacha game and then they pulled away from it, but it very much was in the same exact gacha style initially. If you were taking a look at all the pre-release content and trailers and stuff, I mean, you take a look at the gameplay from some of its earlier trailers and media, and it 100% looked like the same gacha style as before, but then they internally moved away from that, and obviously now it's an entirely different game, which I am so down for, because dude, literally every single like 3D action gacha, it's just so samey. It's so samey. Like, you have the same general, like, character swappy stuff. And, like, even when there's a new one that looks, like, at least somewhat more interesting or somewhat flashy, like, what's it called? Rewinding Cadence, it's still, like, the same general gameplay genre of it. It'd be like, for some reason, if every single... what's it called? it'd be like if every single action game or every single shooter just for some reason was they were all Halo, and there was like no variants, or they all. Well, I mean, actually, for a while they did all become COD. Even Halo became COD for a bit. Let's see. Oh, I missed some Twitch chats. Not to was a gacha, I was the polls. Lol. Garria's the OG Battle Royale. Isn't the OG Battle Royale like some Rust mod or Minecraft survival games? Should I be scared of the new video? No, not really. I mean, if you've heard what I've been like on stream regarding some of these update changes and adjustments, then you'll know what I'm kind of on about. The stock market is the Battle Royale. Is wild. I like gambling, but not with real money. Well, it's not even... It's honestly not even really the gambling aspect. Like, obviously, like, the pulling for characters is just kind of tired in general. But it's everything that's set up around it. The release schedules, the way that characters get set up and teams get set up, the building for the characters and teams, the stamina. Oh my gosh, the stamina. Ugh. Where's he have the DNA story came from? Any idea? The writers? They wrote it? But yeah, it never started as a gacha, but they were said as the selling point that they won't have character gacha. In Ananta, yes. Yes, that's how it was. Oh, drink water? Okay! Wartime. Oh, Blackie's a Camellia liker as well. I'm a big Camellia liker. If you couldn't tell by the fact that she's on my shelf. I also have an acrylic charm. I was eyeing another one. I look at it and then I look at my bank account and then I look at it again and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we would get a MC buff after that talk with the White Dragon. Like, imagine you can summon a dragon after that. Dude, an MC buff after that would have been so cool. Imagine if we got, like, a secret unannounced Intron 7 for the MC. After that. That would have been insane. We get, like, some install that allows us to do the red attacks and a massive damage buff effect. Is Lynn still your favorite character? No, not really. Just like Shiryu? Yep. What are your thoughts on the low Roy character getting a skin before Camellia? I am so angry! Why? Like, Camellia is easily one of the most popular characters in the game, and they're just like giving her nothing! I swear, we're getting more Camellia mascot content than Camellia content! What's up with that? Like, I'm pretty sure the April Fool's video with Camellia mascot and other stuff like that is actually more screen time than she got in the recent MSQ for 2.8. I would take you guys back to a time when JJK Chris Inventory arc was released. They're too much weird and unhinged Gojo fans, specifically from the girl side of things. Oh, dude. Dude, the female Gojo fans at that time. Oh my gosh. I still remember, like, the girl who was using a Gojo figure as her tampon holder. It was wild.
Moinier wins. Oh, I'm almost done with my centerpiece wedge grinding. I just need about 6 more. Because it makes sense from plot POV. I mean, I can understand it. I just... Can I get some more than just crumbs? Like, we saw a little bit of her in the reinstated finale, and then we saw, like, a tiny itty-bitty bit from her from 2.8, and it's been, like, nothing between all of that. We have, like, Camelia's story in her patch is, like, zilch. I mean, there's the cube event, I guess. And then there's, like, Little Crumb is nothing. And the bloody Gojo imagery in my head is not leaving. I can't leave. I have dissipated to gravy in my brain. Oh no. Traumatized for life. The dragon said if you need help, call me, Vita. I'm pretty sure that help is limited to Huashu. Like, he's not just gonna spawn Hyperbury and be like, yo, what's up? I'm breaking international law. Taiho, was it? Yeah. See, it's fun if you play in the Huashu map tile sets others though. Yeah. That'd be sick. It would be pretty sick, don't get me wrong. I really do hope that we get Moore's playable in 1.4 though. It'd be such an L if he's not. After we get more story for him. I mean, you pretty much have that scenario already with your Drago. What? what do you rate the story out of 10? At least a 7 out of 10, leaning towards an 8. Definitely significant improvement over the first part of Huashu's storyline. I got pretty much everything that I wanted out of it. $700. Oh, okay, I get. Yep. That's Mecha Taiho. So it's not the real one. It's a robot. I do wonder what the kit for an Awakened Fox Hunter would be like, though. Because obviously she's got her residence power is pretty nuts. Though against Saiho, it definitely was type advantage, because I mean, it's basically like using admin privileges. Because they were built by the same power that she uses. Spock said it'd be like Snow Go Fight. True. Alright, well, after this, I just have the Winspos left. Which I'll nab those, and I'll have to farm a little bit more of the blue ones, because I didn't get a full 200 before the update came out.
think I had like 275 or 285.
終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし リズムフィッシャー到着指揮をどうぞ
I can also do those a bit later. I was fighting 2 dragons with 1 HP and 0 shields. That was interesting. I took him out pretty easily. The only time that I got HP walled was when I was playing as Suyi. Funnily enough.
終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし私も時間を潰せる
Oh, I spent almost...
リズムフィッシャー
I spent like 180 green manuals doing all these. So, I guess if we're thinking about the whole, like, only using your manuals to grind wedges, that would be about a week to get the centerpieces. Please note, I will be temporarily offline for maintenance. Sleep. Well, good night, Bert. Hope you rest well. May your day be exceptionally agreeable and free of inconvenience. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Alright, rest up. Hope you have very sweet and wonderful dreams.
戦い続けないと終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を
Alright,
上げられるし
205 manuals remaining.
リズムフィッシャー到着指揮をどうぞ
Alright. Hmm.
小声を封じましょう止まるわけにはいかない戦い続けないと終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せてあなたは戦果を上げられるし、私も
I'm definitely gonna have to do some more CE testing, seeing if I can find some animation cancels in her kit. I think some people probably already saw that, or found some already though. Please ensure adequate fluid intake in a timely manner. Will do! Talking about dreams, do you guys ever get dreams anymore? Oh yeah, I get dreams. The only time I dreamt was a night terror and a sleep paralysis demon crawled on me. I don't really get, night terrors anymore. I used to get them all the time, and they were so bad that I, like, literally could not actually fall asleep. I would just be staying awake, paralyzed in my bed. But I got therapy, and that doesn't really happen anymore. But I do still get dreams occasionally. They're usually pretty strange, as dreams typically are. She'll now withdraw from active participation. Farewell. Reggie. It's just you and Amazing. We need more CCs. All the rest are sponsored streamers. We've got Raid Up Radio. Raid Up Radio is decently sponsored as well, but they're not. They're putting a lot more effort into it, though. So, I'd say she's probably closer to like a dedicated CC for it, rather than just being there for like, here's the new player guide and like the new character build and stuff. And I'm here for the bag. Oh yeah, she's good but rare. Yeah. She doesn't upload as much, but when she does upload, they are typically pretty banger. If Camilla's weak, Pen City will have to pay for my therapy sessions. She's not looking weak, at least. The last time I dreamt normally was at 9 years old, which sucks. That's unfortunate.
次の任務も私に任せて戦い続けない戦果を上げられるし私も時間を潰せるからリズムフィッシャー到着指揮をどうぞ
Alright. Oh.
小声を封じましょう渦巻く白波によろずの汚れを清めたまえ
It always sucks when I get to a nice round number with my manuals and I'm close to being done with the farm. So I'm gonna end off on some like odd number and I'll do or spend a couple more on something else just to make it nice and round. Well, actually, I think I still have manuals to claim from dailies. But apparently there's a technique to dream, but that crap is like a conspiracy theory. Oh. Honestly, just I found that having like more consistent sleep schedule, or at least matching further to my natural circadian rhythm, is a lot more conducive to having dreams. My game started crashing though. It didn't happen to you. It's rare, but it happened twice today. I haven't had any crashes. I did have some major stutter issues on yesterday when I was doing some coverage, but apart from that, there was nothing like that performance-wise. Alright, just need this last centerpiece wedge. Come on, give it to me. I do like that you can just continue it, or press spacebar for continue. That was a nice QL improvement. Does fewer clicks. Especially if I'm farming without manuals. I had some peanut butter stuck behind my teeth. So when all the official DC said Duet Night Abyss memory usage went up to 15 gigabytes for that? Jeez. Yeah, definitely. I imagine a lot of the patches that they've done so far were probably just performance patches. Fixing up, like, whatever things have been going wrong. Memory leak stutters and the sort. That's usually what they try to tackle first. Alright. Again! Alright, it's 2 swift drop shots and... Okay, yeah, no centerpiece. Holy crap, I forgot to edit my video. I'll see you later, man. Well, I'll see you later as well. Good luck with editing. I've noticed the pickup speed has been greatly increased, but if you're AFK after a while and you run as fast as you can into a pile, it nearly crashes my game. Oh. That's pretty nuts. Well, hopefully with Veteran Boxy, you don't have that same issue because you're not running into giant piles of pickups from a ton of enemies that are that far out of your pickup range, because you get like 40 or more. Drink what? Okay. I'll drink wawa. I kind of want to get another veteran so that I can buff up my Battle Pass Gmon. Got an update when you logged in? I did too. It was like a 600 megabyte update too. Remember, usage is now 5 gigabyte only instead of like 14. Yep. They probably patched up those performance issues.
終わっちゃった次の任務も私に任せて
I imagine the people that they try to keep in the studio for stuff like that is mostly just like performance team rather than like art or balance or game design. It's okay, I just have to remember to walk, not dash. Oh, finally, the last morale! Okay, we did it! Got them all! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah! Oh, take me back out of here. Hello, Malay. I've got those prismatic neons. But I should be able to go here now and scroll down and all of those morales. Boom! It's gonna take 9 hours. Splendid. Okay. Well, beyond that, I just have to get 2 blueprints for... Well, actually, yeah, I need to get 2 blueprints for Winspoon Morale, and I need to get 2 blueprints of each changeling. Yeah, I still had a few more to claim there. Okay. Well, I think I'll spend spend a purple manual for the Winspoon Morale, because it's a 3-wave defense, and that's a lot more of a drag than a hedge. What causes the game to get hung up on the last 93% so often, lol? I don't know, it's just something that happens with loading in a lot of games. If a loading screen or loading bar is ever really smooth, it's most likely fake. Ah. Man, my shoulders are so... Oh, well. That's cool. I got both the Winspoon blueprints I needed just from that. Well, now it's time to go for the changelings, because I need 2 more of each. Right, any theater changes in sight, though? I don't think that they've touched anything regarding theater. And that's something that we're likely only going to be seeing a bit later into the week. Once they're all back from their vacay. Unfortunately. I want to get the focus first. Me likey critty. Am I counting the crap level cap that came with the update? Nope, not counting that. Alright. Well, probably only have about, I don't know, 20 or so more mission clears to get the remaining blueprints. I was ranting about it to my friends a lot. Well, I don't really blame you. I was ranting about it a lot as well. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, who decided to greenlight all this crap. I hope that this release is a big wake-up call to Japan, and they're like really, really locked in on the gameplay end. And it really sucks, because, like, basically everything outside of the gameplay releases was super good when it came to the update. Like, new region, new visuals, the open world puzzles are pretty fun too. It's just, like, what are we doing over here? What exactly does Veteran do for Bloxy? It doubles the, well, it increases the pickup range from 20 to 40, and it increases your drop chance booster by another 2.5. So, just makes it all better. Oh, I got one more blueprint to get from here. So I'll probably be ending off with like somewhere around 180 green blueprints, and then I'll be spending those on some blue Windsbows and likely some, what's it called? Well, more Lumino Covenanters across the rest of this month. So that's likely only going to take less than a week. So close, I can taste it. I do think I should probably I6 my Yuming before my Keisho. Just for like that little bit of extra benefit for farming. Oh, I almost just fully complete auto did it after I got the blueprint. Alright, well, maybe it's 190. Or maybe it'll be 185. What I cap off with. No, it's just the morales left. Two more! No, so Adept, Gluttonous, Frugal, and Veteran is the play for Boxy. At the very least for your normal runs, in commission runs with an extract, it's gonna be what's it called? The teleport on skill cast instead of Gluttonous. And I mean, if you're if you don't want to have like two Boxies, then you might even want to just do the teleport on the skill cast instead of Gluttonous regardless. I mean, I don't know anybody other than somebody like me who would have two different Boxies for very slightly different scenarios and just a marginal effectiveness increase. Gee, this guy was far away. No. I know this patch I'm gonna want to get at least three, what's it called? 3 veterans? I mean, both for Luminos, and I'd probably want to get at least one other for another element. Well, at least 3 more beyond what I already have. The more the better, honestly. I've almost got the last blueprint for the luminal wedges that I'm gonna need. Because beyond that, it's just gonna be farming for a Volition centerpiece that's probably gonna be completely useless. I still don't have a shiny boxy. That's unfortunate.
次の任務も私に任せて。あなたは戦果を上げられるし、私も
You're not missing a crazy amount without a shiny boxy in terms of like overall effectiveness, but now with the new traits, there is a real reason why you'd want a shiny boxy over a normal one. So yeah, but you do get like 4 new boxy spots to check this patch with the new region, so there's that. Digimon reset tomorrow is going to be pretty nice to run through. Collect everything. I'm gonna have to craft some more Genimon food though. Good thing that I've been sucking up on a lot of the mats for them. Because of my run through 11 pit. Hey, there we go. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a point of farming Am I gonna have to make a point of farming Genimon? Yeah, if you wanna like min-max for stuff now, you will have to farm your Genimon out. Forge. Here we go. Get both the focuses and both the morales crafted. Heck yes. And the only thing that I'm going to need is just 22 more blue Windsbows, which I'll be able to farm pretty easily. Oh, is there... No, it's just event notices that I already looked through, but for some reason they're telling me are new. I did get some more Windsbows crafted. So... Oh. No, do not want to use my amplification simulator on something that I already have all the mats for. I can amp this. Again. And of course I'm going to have to wait 9 hours to amp this to max. Probably gonna have to do a lot of the number crunching soon, and I'm definitely gonna have to farm out another Blaze Resolve for Casho. And another Scorch, just depending on what actually winds up beating it all out, though I should definitely do the calcs before I make any real commitments. But it's not like I don't have a bajillion track shift modules regardless. I think you can... Was there another area at this point that had resources for Genimon treats? Or just another way to make them in general? Tired of hitting up the sewers? No, you gotta keep hitting up the sewers. You can't get Genimon treats from fishing? Let's see, materials. I believe it's in material required. It's yum treats and there's yum treats. I actually did not farm snow caps at all, so I guess I'm gonna have to go to Iceland Sewers to get more. Unfortunately, okay. You get the Yum Cream from the fishing shop infinitely, though, which is the level up material. Well, I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, and I feel like now's probably about a good time for me to wrap things up. I gotta get a bit more rest and have to see about, well, all the new Lumino build considerations as well, especially in regards to Fina and Keijo. Probably start prepping their ultimate guides as well. So we'll have to give, we'll have to give everybody a massive thank you for tuning into the stream. I hope you all enjoyed it and the conversations and everything. There's definitely going to be more to come on at least the video end, and should be streaming again tomorrow. And if I ever miss streams or have any trouble with stream schedules from here on out, I am going to make a efforts to inform you all earlier, so you're probably not going to see, like, a period where there's just nothing happening for almost a week or a week, and there's just no word from me. So, with that all the way, thank you all so much for watching again, and as always, I will see you all next